This is the Pokemon team a paleontologist would have. Felt like one of the easier ones to do just based off of the fossils that are available in the games, but let's do it anyway. So we're doing a team of 6, 3 honourable mentions, and a legendary only Gen 1 through 4 because that's all I know. But do let me know if they're ones I haven't heard of and put them in the comments. We're going to start off strong in Gen 1 with Kabutops. So Kabutops is of course one of the 2 that you would get as a fossil in the original from Kabuto to Kabutops, so this one's making the cut. And so along the same line from Gen 1 we have Lord Helix himself, Omastar. So this is Ammonite going into Omastar, really good representation of the Ammonite community and family, which of course has been prevalent throughout geological history, whereas the Kabuto family is more like the horseshoe crabs, which are still around today. Those things are sturdy. And next up we're going to go heavy with the dinosaur family with Rampardos. I don't really know much about this other than the fact that that is a dinosaur, like 100%. That is a dinosaur, so it's making the cuts. Now we're going back to the fossils, jumping into Gen 3, we're going with Cradilli. This one's nice because it represents the crinoids. So the crinoids, again, sea lilies prevalent throughout geological history, and this is a really nice representation of these from the fossils that you would get. The Gen 3 fossil that you can get then becomes an Armaldo eventually. So again, we're looking at another one of these kind of like old sea creatures that you get as a fossil that also represent something that you find through paleontological history. So Armaldo is definitely getting the cut. And completing this team, we're going back to Gen 1 with probably the one that's closest to a dinosaur out of any of them. It's of course Aerodactyl. I don't know if this class is legendary, I don't think it is. It felt like it, but this is the one that you get out of amber, which is kind of cool that they add that into the game, that you take some fossilized piece of amber. Very Jurassic Park. Bear in mind this only came out like a couple of years after the first Jurassic Park. They fully incorporated in that you could revive an animal from amber in the Pokemon world, so Aerodactyl is completing the team. Pretty cool. Now for the honourable mentions. First up within this one we have Tropius. Tropius is one of my favourites from Gen 3. Big, old, Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus kind of thing, and it's got a couple of bananas around its neck, so Tropius is definitely a dinosaur, definitely making the cut. Continuing on, honourable mentions with more of our sauropods, the only saurs that are really in the game. We've of course got Venusaur, so it's the Bulbasaur family up to the final generation, so Venusaur is also getting an honourable mention here. The final one that I think is absolutely a dinosaur is of course Torterra. So this whole family, it starts off almost like a turtle, but then basically becomes an Ankylosaurus. I think it's what it's closest to. So there we go. Yeah, a Torterra is definitely completing the honourable mention. Finally, the legendary you would have is, I'm not sure. I was racking my brains about this and I couldn't find a good dinosaur legendary. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it comes later on, but for the ones I know, Gen 1 through 4, even a couple of the image ones I've seen through for 5. So yeah, if you know one, let me know. There we go. There is our team that you would have as a paleontologist in the Pokemon world. It's basically just all the fossils and all the dinosaurs put together, but it's a pretty cool team. Let me know what you think.